came up with the idea for Humble and Kind, and as corny as it sounds, just listening to the Tim McGraw song by the same title. In the song, he talks about simple things like saying please and thank you, holding doors open, just being polite to others. And my wife and I were listening to this song and thought it would be a good idea if I had some sort of club for boys in our school to teach these certain things.
I learned about humble and kind, be kind to old people, and when someone is like a home person, if they don't have a home and you have a lot of money and food, you should give that to them. And humble and kind, not to be mean to others.
I've learned not to bully other people while playing outside.
Today with our second grade students, I think some of the behaviors that we need to work on the most, or maybe we see lacking, are empathy for one another, and that's hard at the age they are at. Pretty egocentric, and so if we can get them to make sure to understand that kindness is important and how we treat others is how we'll be treated, and also a sense of teamwork or working together, being able to share. So anything that can support those kinds of behaviors, I think, is worth the while.
These take place every other Thursday. We meet right after school from 3:30 to 4:30 in my classroom. During the meetings, we come in, and each week there is a different topic. So we might talk about something as simple as being kind to others, having respect at home, or how to treat women. And during each meeting, there is a different activity involved. We might watch a video, we might have a writing prompt. Last week we were talking about how to treat women. We did something as simple as a craft where we took construction paper and made a flower and took it home to a special woman in our lives.
Everything about humble and kind is probably doing games.
Oh, my favorite part about Humble and Kind is staying after school.
My favorite part about humble and kind is everything.
I also think that it's a lot easier to take that and transition it into the classroom because you can use verbal cues to remind them, like, oh, now, what did we learn in Humble and Kind, and how does that play out here? So, and usually they'll think of it right away and refocus. The other thing I really love, though, is that on Thursdays they dress up and they have to have a button-up collared shirt, and they're very proud. They're like, Mrs. Krylik, look, I'm wearing my collared shirt, and I'm like, you look so handsome. So they get there's a sense of pride in there as well.
I definitely think it would be beneficial for older students to experience a club like this as well. I focus just mainly on second graders in our school building as they transition to the intermediate side of our building. But when I think about it, how it could be expanded for older kids, middle schoolers, high schoolers, whatever it may be, the ideas that I teach are very simple. They're very, as basic as just simple ways to be kind to others.
So do I feel that younger or older kids would benefit from this program? I feel that if we started it in the second grade, because I feel like that's a prime time to really get them to look outside of themselves. I feel like as it continues, if it were to continue like in the third grade, the fourth grade and on, I feel like the behaviors would become more natural.
Humble and Kind has presented to a few different organizations in our community. We started off the year by getting a group of kids together and going to present to our Board of Education to let them know what we were doing inside the school. We have also gone to a meeting with Rotary and Kiwanis and presented that same information to them. As far as being involved in the community, we have done just a little bit to touch on it. It's year one for us, so coming up with some ideas was a little bit difficult at first. We went over to the Port Clinton High School for the leadership's breakfast with seniors, and myself and some of the boys were greeters for that event and got to go around and talk to some of the seniors in our community.